Hey beauty babes, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Haley J here. If you are new, go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And if you are not, hey babes. So today I am coming to y'all with another tutorial. This is my girl Kay. So y'all have seen her a couple of times on the channel if you have been in the beauty babe game for a while. But we are doing a green smoky eye look on her. It came out really bomb. This is a little sneak peek to the look. But I am starting off with, y'all know how I do. I go ahead and place that foundation on the forehead, get some of that excess product off my brush, and go ahead and shape out the top of her brows just to make it easier for when we go in to fill in and conceal later on. I am using the Nars Radiant Creamy I am using the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear foundation on her. This is my staple foundation, child. I'm ride or die with the Nars, okay? And I did place calamine lotion in the center parts of her face. This is just, I use it as a primer. This is what the makeup is going to sit on, and it mattifies the area. She was going to be out all night, so I needed to make sure that makeup was going to be on, okay? The shades I use, I believe I probably used Aruba and Marquises and kind of mixed those together. If y'all watched the last video I did on the Pink Soft Glam on her, I told y'all I wanted to go a little bit lighter with her foundation. So that's what I did here. And as y'all see, as I'm blending this out, it's looking a little ghosty, okay? I was scared at first. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but I'm like, y'all, I can fix it. I can finesse. I told y'all this makeup thing is all about the finesse and just blending your colors together, okay? But the brush I'm using is my favorite foundation brush. It's perfect, okay? It's perfect. It's the Real Techniques Instapop face brush. So I'm just using patting motions and making sure I press all of that foundation into her skin, and it is looking nice and dewy and supple. So like I said, she looking a little ghosty. So to warm up this face, y'all, I went straight in with my cream contour. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in Toffee, I believe. And I just placed that on her forehead and on the hollows of her cheeks. And this is like a different routine that I typically use, but it's like for my eyesight, for my visual, I needed to warm her face up ASAP. That's why I went in with the concealer later, because I just need something to look a little better here. I need the tones and the color matching to get it together. So I'm going in with a Morphe angle brush, and I am just blending out that concealer on her forehead, letting everything mesh, bringing her face back to life and giving her some warmth. So you just want to make sure you just blend that into the hairline. So I'm doing like those swiping motions upward into her hairline. And just make sure I blend that concealer in. And y'all, we was currently making the TikTok, so I'm trying to do a whole lot, okay? Trying to do her face, make this TikTok, and record this video at the same time. But it all works out. As y'all see, the TikTok came out really bomb. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me at Beauty by Haley J on IG. It will be down below in the description box, as well as all the products that I used in this video on my client. They will be down below as well. So be sure to check out that description box. But I'm just going in and blending out the rest of this concealer in the hollows of her cheeks. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but placement is very important. Wherever you place it, you want to just kind of stay in that area and blend upwards with contour. But I am going to go in later with some concealer just to shape up her face a little bit, because she does have little chubby cheeks a little bit. Even though she's tiny, she got like a little chubbiness in her face. So I make sure that I go under that contour to really give her face and cheek and jaw and cheek that structure that she needs. But now I'm going in with that same concealer, and I am going in and blending that nose contour. And I'm using just a small brush to get that shape that I want. I tend to just cut off the bottom part of her nose and go all the way up on the sides of her nose into her eyebrow, just so it'll look very natural. And now it is time to conceal. So I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. If I'm not mistaken, y'all, this look like medium honey to me. I need to start writing stuff down. I know, I'm sorry, but I believe it's medium honey. And I take that underneath her eyes, the bridge of her nose, top of her lip, forehead, and chin. all of the center parts of her face that you want to brighten up, and these are the parts of the face that the light is going to hit the most. And this is what really just creates that dimension in the face with the contour and the highlight. And as y'all see, I did go ahead and take that same concealer and shape up under her contour, so y'all see how it already created that structure in her face. I love it. So now I'm just using that foundation brush, and I am pressing that concealer in. I usually use this, you know, on the chin, underneath the cheeks, because it's, you know, just small areas. It's not really necessary for the beauty blender. I save, you know, the beauty blender just for underneath the eyes and the top of the lip, you know, just to get into the cracks and crevices and y'all know what I'm saying. But yeah, so now I'm taking this beauty sponge. Y'all, I got these off of Amazon, and they are like so good. I'll be sure to link them down below too, child. And I got like a 10-pack for the low, okay? So I'm gonna link them down below for y'all as well. And I just love that they black. That's so cute. But I'm just taking my beauty sponge and just pressing that concealer in, literally tapping that in. I did allow it to dry down a little bit. Y'all know how I feel about letting that product dry down. It makes the blending process so much easier. And always when blending underneath the eyes, you want the client to look up so she does not create creases under her eyes before we go in and set with powder. So that's all I'm doing, y'all. You blend it to your liking. Make sure there's no harsh lines and everything is one unit. And the same with the nose. I just squeeze that sponge together just to blend that nose highlight out and take it all the way up into the forehead. And to set her face, I am using the Derma Blend translucent powder on a beauty sponge and just pressing that powder into her skin. I am not one to bake, okay? And as y'all see here, it started looking like some little specks on her face, and I'm like, what is this? Okay, and it happened on the other side too, but I wasn't tripping. Y'all know we gon' finesse, so it's all good. I think it's because I used that same sponge. I should have used a different, I don't know if I used the same sponge or a different sponge, but for some reason that was happening. I'm just like, what is going on? But you just want to make sure you press in that translucent powder all the way into her skin to mattify and lock in that concealer underneath. So everywhere that you place that concealer, under the eyes, the top of the lip, the nose, the forehead, the chin, I want to make sure all of the areas of the face is mattified. In with my Morphe micro brow pencil in Java and just going ahead and filling in her brows, just following the shape that she already has because she does have nice full eyebrows, but I'm just, you know, filling in the areas that may look sparse. Nothing to it, y'all. Just using hair like strokes to fill in her brows, and that's about it. The camera did cut out on me, y'all, but I did go ahead and conceal her brows off camera. Now I am going in to set her cream contour with some powder. I'm using the Radiance. I'm using the Black Radiance True Complexion powder palette, and I'm using a medium to dark, and I'm using that Sculpt shade on her. And I probably did just a little bit of mixing in there just to deepen up, because the Sculpt shade does tend to look very orange. But I'm just doing the same. I'm just doing that same thing on her nose. Everywhere I place that cream contour, sides of her nose, forehead, and the hollows of her cheeks. Also, for blush, I use the Berry Spice palette from Ulta, their blush palette, and it's like this little peachy orange shade I used on her, and I just applied that on her cheeks and blended that in with the contour. So now I am taking the Real Techniques setting brush, dusting away any excess powder that may be there, and I am using a brightener powder just to brighten up her under eyes, using the Morphe face palette in Totally Tan. No, it's not Totally Tan. It's actually, I think it's another one, but it's the lightest one they have, and they have a brightener powder. But now I am taking a MAC face powder in dark tan, I believe. It's either dark or dark tan that I use, the mineralized skin finish, and just, you know, giving her face some life at the bottom, because y'all know she's still looking a little ghosty, just a little bit. So I'm just adding some color back into the bottom of her face underneath that contour. So y'all see I'm just pressing that powder into her skin. And for lips, I did go ahead and line her lips with the Morphe lip liner in Trendsetter, and I used the Infallible liquid lipstick by Loreal in the shade Sweet Tooth. And just because I wanted her lips to be super, super light, bright, so I went in with some of that Tarte concealer in Fair just to brighten that lip up. And I had her blot her lips together so she can just help with the blending process, and just to blend those edges, the edges out. I took a small detail brush and just blended the liner with the liquid lipstick. And for lip gloss, I used my Ulta Jelly Gloss in Starfish and applied that all over her lips. So now to the main event, the eyes, y'all. It's super simple, and I really wish I would have did this a different way. I should have applied the green shadow first and then blended the edges out with the brown, but it still came out really good. I used the Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette. I took that light brown shade that's in the top left corner, and I put that in her crease and just blended that in. And then after that, I used my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. They have like a deep green color in there. And I just applied that all over her lid and just packed that on her lid. And I went back in with that brown and just blended out her edges. Once again, as y'all see, it looks so cute. She was wearing, the dress that she was wearing tonight had like that hint of green in it. So I always like to just incorporate that color when I do her face. But I'm taking my Inglot gel liner in her waterline, and I am smoking out her waterline as well with that green shade. And that's it, y'all. That's it for the look. Real nice and simple. She looks so good. She looks so good. And I'm gonna insert some of her pics that she took while she was out too. But my girl looked good. Casing gonna always serve a face, and that's period. Y'all, she was feeling herself. Look at her. Period. But if you haven't already, y'all, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you will never miss another upload. I thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all have any questions or anything y'all want to see me post, go ahead and put that down below in the comment section. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, babes.